we have 5 now. We'll break it down to having that many, because I wanna throw some more people in the mine. I'll do that. That way we have at least one person to replace somebody if somebody dies. So just trying to figure out where we're going to be at. I'm looking at our storage barns because I can see where our counts are at, and I just want to see if we're getting even close to hitting max. And we'll bump this actually up to 20,000, just so that way if I don't want to hit the cap and then them stop producing food for us. So I'm gonna bump it at 20,000. So we definitely have enough storage for that. And I will be interested whether, well, I really have doubts that this civilization will fail unless we really drop the ball at some point in time. But I am going to be interested once we come back to this game and get to a flat land and play that way. I think it's going to be a really big game changer for quite a bit of stuff, just due to the fact that we won't have so many mountains in our way. I think that was definitely one crazy way to start off the series of this game, was to jump straight into mountains. So I'm gonna add 2 people to the loggers. You know, and once we start hitting the cap on food, I'm gonna start the tavern up once we start hitting that cap, just because it will only be doing wheat. So well, actually, we'll do 1 brewer. It's not gonna hurt anything. And obviously, if it really starts to affect the food, then we'll change it. But for the foreseeing future, I can't really imagine it's gonna do too much. So but like I said, our biggest things right now are gonna be, once this finishes off, deleting this and then building out. So but where we're at right now, we definitely have enough people that we can bounce back and forth with everything, and we didn't really set ourselves up for failure with the amount of buildings we undertook. We only built 2 extra little items, so it's really quite nice. Is this a gatherer's hut? Oh wow. Alright, so this gatherer's hut really is doing absolutely nothing for us. I didn't realize it was there. So we have 4 people in this gatherer's hut for absolutely no reason. I'm gonna go ahead and actually get rid of this. I didn't realize it was there. So yeah, anybody that saw that, yeah, that's definitely my own fault right there. I want to replace it. I don't really know where I want it right now. I'll just leave it alone because there was really no difference in it anyway. So see what this trader has for us. What you got? You are an everything guy, so we don't really need food. So I'm not going to waste our wool on that, because I would like to keep saving our wool up to be able to buy cattle or iron, whichever one comes first. I'm not really going to be picky on those things. Whichever of those 2 items come first is going to be which ones we end up getting. So you don't have a home? You're homeless? Huh. Why are you homeless? That's weird. Okay. So. Uh-oh. We are going to have a problem. Go down to 5. And I'm going to throw all of you in there. I just noticed that we really just ran out of iron, so our tool count is going to start getting hurt. I was kind of hoping for iron at some point in time. This is the food merchant, so there's no point in even looking at the orders menu. So we're doing great on the food side. We'll see if we really do great on the food side now that I've taken some of the subsistence people away. Obviously I'm keeping the bare minimum, but we'll see what happens. So it seems like the population we have is able to sustain itself, which is rather nice. I know at some point in time we will have a large death count for people. I'm kind of just not really fingers crossed, but I just kind of am hoping that the large death count we end up having doesn't really affect us too much. Like I said, we are having still a really good amount of people being born, so I'm not too terribly stressed about that at all. It's kind of just be paying attention and seeing what happens, and if we have to do the same thing we did, what would that be, like 5 or 6 videos ago, we'll do it where we just start throwing a bunch of houses down. But pretty much the biggest expansion we're going to undertake is we're going to go from 50 houses, or however many we have at that point in time, to we're gonna end up with 100 homes pretty much. So with that being said, we're kind of just gonna start trying to get ourselves to that position and then go from there. We might need to get ourselves another blacksmith, which wouldn't be too surprising. We probably should have done that and built one more while we had all the excess iron, but at the same time we really shouldn't need another one. I'm pretty sure we have 5 right now. Yeah, we have 5 blacksmiths, so we probably could use a 6th just for shits and giggles, but I think we really just need to let the miners kind of work. I did just fill the mines up with people, so I can't really expect it to be ridiculous too quickly. So and the stone cutters were working awesomely. I haven't quite figured out yet either how we get steel stuff, so that will be something that we will have to figure out. I'm pretty sure it probably has something to do with the town hall and the schoolhouse collectively. Again, that's not a surefire answer, but that is what I believe. So we're just gonna take it one step at a time, and whatever we end up with, what we end up with. So yeah. And like I said, if we have to, at any point in time, I will just take all of our 62 farmers and every winter put them on hold and slow down the game and let them run around and do other jobs to just fill out areas. Wow, we're almost at 200 people, so like I said, we've hit the point where we're starting to even out and balance ourselves out. Just trying to see exactly what we need to do. Like I said, we're really kind of, I'm kind of hoping that the next trader we get some more iron, or get the ability to buy the iron tools. Just getting the iron would be nice. I don't necessarily need tools, but if we did get the iron tools, that would be lovely. But that's also why we our biggest trade is wool, because of the fact that all of this is so volatile, and the fact that one minute we could have hundreds of it, and the next minute we could have 14 and just barely getting by. I do think for our population count we will need one more blacksmith. I'm hesitant to build another blacksmith just due to the fact that the iron count is so volatile, but I think that I might just have to bite the bullet and build one more to keep ourselves from running out. So if I can remember where it is. Now it's the thing about where to place it. Really just want to place it on our backside this way. Oh my goodness. What it'll probably end up doing is just putting it right there. Kind of a little cliche to be putting them right back to back, but okay. At this time, we'll bump these 2 laborers into builders so that they're taking care of all that stuff. and I know it's a mixture of the iron being able to be kept up with the blacksmith. So, but the other thing about it is too is that the mine definitely has enough iron sitting beside it. So really just about getting it from the mine to a stockpile. So I think I do need some laborers, which I'll go ahead and take away all the fishermen for a second. And I'll take the stone cutters away because I don't really need it. Obviously I don't want to just stop producing stone, but please have iron. Please, 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 please. General goods merchant, do you have iron? You have logs. No, you do not have. Oh, you're horrible. You are a mean, mean person. We have iron on the thing. We're going to take away all this stuff. Oh my goodness. I was really hoping for some iron right there. Oh, that's really upsetting. Alright, well. We can't change the fact he doesn't have it. We just gotta deal with it. So we'll just keep our stockpile of wool and just keep going. I'm just kind of hoping that the fact we have 5 people will be able to, you know, not have to worry about the food now that we're going to start running out of tools up until the point we can get some more iron, which really, I'm so confused why the iron is just getting sat there. There we go. Now people are starting to pick it up. It's so upsetting seeing things like this happen. Because I just remember when we had a really bad problem with tools and we fixed it. But, you know, we are playing a game that we're building a civilization from scratch. So, you know, having periods of times where things are going wrong and what those things are is just all part of the game. And the reality of it is having a tool shortage is probably one of the smaller issues that somebody could have playing a game like this. So, as long as our food counts are still rising, and each year we're gaining more food than what we're using. We are doing okay. The other part about that too is we did take all of the fishermen away, so I'll probably go ahead and bump 5 more people back into those positions, especially if we're running out of tools. We're gonna want as many people in the different areas as we possibly can. Actually, up there 5 more, since we have so many laborers. We don't really need that many of them, but the next blacksmith will be nice. I'll just add a blacksmith now, due to the fact that it's almost completed anyway. So, bam. And we'll also build a road right to it. Just lovely. Alright guys, so we are getting close to the wrap-up point. Probably about another 10 to 12 minutes that we're going to be doing on the game. Like I said, I'm in absolutely no rush to get stuff done. As long as everything is moving along fluidly and we're keeping up with everything, so notice it hasn't exactly been the most fast-paced videos for, you know, these last couple, but just bear with me guys. I was just trying to see if we could balance everything out and try to start stockpiling some different things. So now we're just trying to see if we can really have it all be balanced. Well, not really sure what the hell the church does, but well, I think the good thing is that we got the blacksmith down in time, so I believe that might have halted that problem before it became a problem. And obviously the fact we have 32 miners, that'll probably help us be able to maintain the iron needs for our people. We are also going to have to start looking around for another area to place down a quarry. I'm thinking, like I said, at some point in time, we'll probably end up moving the quarry over here. So just yawning, moving the quarry over here, maybe doing a quarry and then a mine up on this ridge right here. That way they can still be using the stockpiles that are directly over here, and we might build another stockpile over here once we start mixing some of these different buildings. We're just kind of going to wait and see, guys. Like I said, I'm really in no rush, so as long as we're having a healthy and thriving city, we're doing good. So but yeah, we are definitely in a very good spot. think our next thing is gonna be to build this bridge right here. Bridgey right there. To go right across. I think that would be smart for us. So yeah. Oh. Our tool problem is still a problem. That's kind of sad. But I think it's also an issue of us not having enough iron to be able to replace the iron the blacksmith needs. So we'll still be waiting for the time when the trader comes with some more iron for us, and then we'll be able to have a surplus again. But not too entirely worried about it again, guys. It's just going to be something that we'll have to, you know, take in strides and just work at it and keep going. I think at this point I'm probably going to want to go ahead and I also think too it's a matter of how many we have. I think I want to build a third one and put it right here. Yep, that's what I want to do. Alright, now with that going, ooh, merchant, what do you have for me? Oh my goodness, you were beautiful. I'm pausing the game. 200, bam. What do we have? We have 804, we have 4,000 to be able to trade. Can I buy all of your iron tools? Oh my god, we can. This is lovely right now. It's exactly what we needed. We just needed that little bit of a break, which we definitely just found. So, with that being said, we now have the ability to fix that issue. Bam. Right there, guys. We have no more issues with iron and tools. It's fixed. For the time being. Now, as long as the vendor can keep bringing us that stuff back in reasonably timed fashions, and we can keep up with our wool counts, we should be okay. And obviously, if we can get that kind of stuff on a regular basis, we shouldn't really have too much of an issue. So now our iron count is fixed and our tool count is fixed. So, at least for now. Definitely not saying it's fixed for good, because everybody knows if you watch so far, it is not ever fixed for good in this game. Everything is always just a temporary fix, and you just kind of try to plan around things and make sure you build enough of one things to keep up with everybody else. So, with that being said, guys, that will pretty much be the wrap-up point of this video. Our goals for next time are going to be to let this finish getting constructed, and then we'll probably go ahead and build a quarry over here. We might hold off on the quarry over here and just wait till this one is officially finished. Not entirely sure how I want to do that or what I want to do in that regards. So with that being said, we might hold off on putting one there, but the plans are going to be for this to be the mining area. Obviously we'll have to move the Forester's Lodge, so we'll probably leave that Forester's Lodge alone for now, and then pretty much just focus on making sure these two are able to be used. We might actually leave the Forester's Lodge there and use the miner there and put the quarry somewhere else to be able to keep that there. We might put the quarry somewhere over here in this general vicinity. We also are going to add another hunter's cabin here. We'll add a pasture right here, and maybe one more pasture down here somewhere. And with those being built there, we're also going to build a storage barn at each pasture, along with a home at each pasture, maybe 2 homes, and then a woodcutter kind of centralized in between them. And a stockpile. So with that being said, big plans for the future. I'm kind of gonna wait to end the video up until I make sure all the crops get picked, just kind of watching to make sure that's still being kept up with and we're still good in that manner, and to see what the end count is to make sure that we're still keeping up with the food like I'm hoping we are. I know we're not even in late autumn and it's already 32 degrees, so we'll probably have a little bit of die off for our plants. Kind of hoping we can get all that stuff done. Like I said, guys, this is the wrap up point in the video. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. That helps the channel out greatly. I would appreciate it. If you want to, go ahead and leave a comment if you got any information for me about the game or any tips and tricks that you want to leave. Very open to all that stuff. And yeah, anything else, you know, you guys are more than welcome to let me know. And if you want, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Definitely will have content out every day, and we won't really have any you know, points where we don't have content. So alright guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Y'all have a good one. Bye.